is that we were in Six Flags. There was a ride called the Boomerang, and I remember being there, and I was crying because they wouldn't let me on the fucking roller coaster.
I want to go to an amusement park with regular people so I could feel like a regular person. They're like, damn, Oscar gets on all these big ass roller coasters. He's so cool.
And then they meet me, and they're like, oh my god.
No, they're like, that bitch
twice?
is crazy. I've only ever gone with my mother and her psychotic daughters, and I'm always the bitch. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the HTS Podcast. My name is Oscar. This is my sister, Sophia. This is our podcast. It's called the HTS Podcast, HTS, no I. Today, I'm wearing the Ponyo hat that Sophia asked me to buy for her.
He's stretching out my hat.
I'm not stretching it out.
Take it
I
off.
adjusted the size. It fits. It's all good.
Dude, he's stretching my hat with his big ass head.
This
I
hat
already told him to take it off.
This hat gets no love. It's not used. Sophia.
You gave away my walking pad. You stretch out my hats.
Sophia asked.
You have a big ass head.
Sophia asked for the hat, and then she came to LA, and then she saw the hat, and then she was like, "Fuck you, hat. I don't even want you."
And then I forgot to bring the hat.
It's like, remember when Woody has the nightmare where Andy picks him up and he's like, I don't want to play with you no more. And then he drops through the cards and then he like fucking hates himself. I'm like Bonnie. I saved the hat. I give the hat
Take off
purpose.
my hat!
I give the hat purpose. And then she won't even compromise with me. I want to wear it. I only wear it for the podcast just to bother her. But she's like, gets like actually bothered instead of just like, you're annoying. Ha ha ha, bothered. You know what I mean? Like, because I was wearing it, like, for real. And then she's like, you're stretching it. And I'm not. And then I was like, and then I just put on my head, like, loosely, stupidly, like this. And then she's still mad. Isn't that crazy? I buy her the hat. I hold the hat. Can't even wear the hat.
I gave him the money to buy the hat.
She did send me money.
I make a clear boundary, and he continuously crosses it. And then wonders why I'm still angry.
I can't respect unreasonable boundaries. Let's talk about that. Hold on. Outside of the hat, generally speaking, do you respect unreasonable boundaries?
I need more than that.
No, that's it. That's
what do you consider? Well, it depends on what you consider unreasonable.
No, so that's exactly the thing.
It depends on how close and how much this person means to me.
That's what.
Because I feel like the closer, I feel like.
Okay, you said that you needed me to explain, and then you kept fucking talking, and I'm trying to explain.
Yeah, no, and I don't need
your
explanation anymore. So shut the fuck up. Boundaries, okay, it depends on what they are, and it depends on how close I am to the person who's trying to create said boundary. I feel like it's like a graft, okay?
A graph?
The closer, yeah, graft. Graft.
Stop saying it with a T.
Oh, there's not a T?
No.
Graph? Yes, there is.
No.
You're a liar.
It's a graph. Graph. Not a graft. Graft. That's a fucking.
And what's a graft?
That's a medical thing.
Oh.
You work in the medical field. Importantly, dumbass.
I think that's why it was in my head. Graft. It's like the first thing that came to mind.
Graph.
It's a graph.
A perfectly, like a 45-degree.
Yes. The closer I am to you,
like the hot,
the
crazy
more
matrix.
Unreasonable. Yeah, the more unreasonable your boundary can be, and I'll still keep it regardless of how I feel, if it's important enough to you. Because at the end of the day,
so there's three factors.
If you're important to me, and you feel so strongly about this, even if it's unreasonable, if it's something easy in the sense of like, it literally takes no effort, like taking off my fucking hat. Even if I don't get it, okay, I'll take off the hat, okay? Now, if you're a stranger, and I'm like, hey, stranger, who I don't know how I'm speaking to you, but buy me that hat and then never wear it. And if I'm the stranger, I'm like, fuck you, bitch. Even though you pay for me, like, you haven't come back for your hat. You know what I mean? You're a stranger. What do I owe you? You know? Clearly, Oscar doesn't feel the same.
No, I concern.
Tell the people how you feel about boundaries.
I have too strong of a regard for accountability. right? So I'm like, if you're being unreasonable, you're wrong already from the jump. So I should not be responsible for accommodating to your wrongdoing. You know what I mean? So like, even if you're important to me, even if you're my friend, even if whatever, even if you feel strongly, you're being unreasonable and that's unfair. So you're creating the turmoil, the tension here. So you have to solve it. Like you started the problem, you solve the problem. You know what I mean? I think most people disagree with me though, because that's usually how I feel about unreasonable boundaries, and everybody gets mad at me. Or that's always how it's
Is
been. Like,
Oscar the comment is Oscar
you
the
got it, you
common
got it.
denominator
I believe in you.
in this equation?
That's always how
Whoa,
it
that's so
happens.
hard to say.
Like with my sisters and shit. Like that's been a thing forever. Where like I swear you guys are crazy. You know what I was thinking about? You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about how you guys are crazy and about how it's kind of nice to be around normal people. Like when you're used to being around crazy people. The other day, we were trying to hang me upside down with a fucking harness and a rope so I could be Spider-Man in a skit, right? By the other day, I mean last night. Everyone in the room was concerned but me. Like my three roommates, the dudes that we were all tying it together and putting on the fucking harness and the Spider-Man costume, and so and so was holding it here, and they were like, okay, we'll climb up on the ladder. And everyone was concerned. I was having a great time, right? At one point, I was sitting at the top of the ladder, and my friend was like, yo, bro, why are you just sitting on the top of the ladder? And I'm like, we're still here talking about like how we're gonna do that. Like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, but like, be careful, that's dangerous. And I wanted to be like,
he's just worried.
I wanted to be like, are you a bitch? What are we talking? I'm just sitting here. Like, what's gonna happen? Like, I'm sitting at the top of the ladder. It's fine. You know what I mean? And so then this morning I was thinking about it because we've also talked about roller coasters, and one of my roommates is like bitch made, and he does not fuck with roller coasters, not even little ones, right? The other two, they're like
even less than you.
See, I'm gonna get back to my point. I've ridden some really big fucking roller coasters. I'm gonna get back to that. Fuck you. That guy, he won't even get on the roller coaster at the Santa Monica Pier. Now, if you've been there, you know it's not very big. It's like not even bigger than the biggest roller coaster at Western Playland. Like,
really?
Yeah, it ain't shit. Ain't shit, right? The other two, we've talked about roller coasters, and they're like, nah, roller coasters are scary as fuck. Like, I can get on these, or like I've gotten on that shit, but like this shit's scary, that shit's scary. I don't want to do that shit. I don't like doing this shit, whatever. And then I was like, I want to go to I've said this many times. I want to go to an amusement park with regular people so I could feel like a regular. slash kind of cool slash kind of brave person. Because I've only ever gone with my psychotic mother and her psychotic daughters, and I'm always the bitch in the scenario. Because I get on the biggest fucking roller coasters at the parks, and I get on once, and then I'm like, okay, that was fun, we're done. And they're like, let's do it again. And they want to do it 12 times. And then they give me a hard time because I don't want to do it 12 times. And so then I was thinking about that shit this morning, and I was like, bro, like, I was also thinking about how my roommates have an affinity for shitty Mexican food, and it's so disappointing to me. And I'm like, bro, I need to take you guys back home where I'm from in Texas so you guys can eat real Mexican food. Because they claim they know what good Mexican food is. And I'm like, I don't believe you. Like, you grew up in Minnesota. There's no fucking way in hell you know what good Mexican food is.
As someone who's currently a resident in Minnesota,
I was like, there's no way. There's just no chance. There's no chance. And they're like, nah, we've gone to Mexican restaurants and Mexicans work there and everything. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Mexicans work everywhere. It's not the same. So then I was like, you guys need to come back home with me one time so you could just eat at the restaurants that I grew up eating at. Or you can, like, my mom can cook for you or something. You guys can just know what it is. And they were like, I'm down, dude. Let us know. And I was like, I'm going back next week. I don't know if you guys are down for next week, but no.
I could cook pozole the next time I visit you, and it would be authentic.
I kind of want to, like, I want it to be good, you know? So we'll see. And so I was saying that, and then part of that, I was thinking like, yeah, if these guys did go back home or did meet any of you guys face to face for whatever reason, I was thinking about it and I was like, you know how much props I would get for being like, yeah, one time we were trying to pin a blanket on the window and none of us wanted to do it. And this motherfucker climbed over the rail and was like hanging off the rail with one hand doing this shit. And I'd be like,
you know what I would say?
And I'd be like,
if I was there.
no, I'd be like, see guys, I'm actually pretty cool. You guys are fucking crazy. And you guys are so unimpressed. I'm like, you guys are so unimpressed by the shit that I do. But like among normal people, I'm the guy.
And then I would say, wow, Oscar, you're friends with a bunch of pussies. You just happen to be the least
They won't believe you.
Of them.
They won't believe you. Anyways.
It's alright.
What were we talking about? Okay, my sisters are unreasonable.
No, I want to circle back to Mexican food real quick. I actually have a story.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. We were talking about Mexican food at work. Jazz hands, right? I don't know why the jazz hands felt right.
By we, she means her and all her white coworkers.
Not all of them are white, but I am.
You know,
in this conversation, I was the only Mexican.
Yeah.
And there's this restaurant that opened up nearby that's like actually like pretty good per my coworkers. And they're like, you should go. It's delicious. And I was like, I'll have to try it out. I'm like, what kind of stuff do they have? And then they were like listing off the ingredients, or not the ingredients, the meals. And they're like, they have enchiladas and tacos. And, you know, just like listed off.
You're like,
things.
wow, then, I wonder why everyone is telling me I should go.
And then someone was like, and then they had said that they have chimichangas. And then I was like, I'm sorry. And I had to stop. Them. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, what's really funny to me, and they know that I've grown up in El Paso, which was a predominantly Hispanic community. I'm like, it's so funny.
Why do you say predominantly Hispanic community? There's nothing but fucking Mexicans in El Paso, okay? Go ahead, Sophia.
But I'm at work, Oscar. Jesus.
No, not right now.
But I'm telling you how I'm telling the story at work.
Oh, when you're at work, you say it's a predominantly Hispanic community?
Hispanic community.
You don't say it's nothing but fucking Mexicans?
If I'm close enough to them, I'll say it like that. But like to my patients, or if I'm not as close, you know.
Shout out.
The 915. Anyways, you keep making me forget what I'm saying. It's predominantly Hispanic community, and it's funny for me to see the cultural differences. Why did that take
I was thinking because I was thinking for the thumbnail. I was thinking for the thumbnail, I could be like this, like 9, and then you could be like 1 5. You know,
1 5. Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyways, we're straying so far. You're gonna have to edit so much on this part.
Just start over. Start over with the story. Start with the story.
I don't even know how to start. Okay.
You were talking to your friends at work. They were telling you should go try the Mexican restaurant for no reason at all.
I was talking to my friends at work. They were telling me that I should try this new Mexican restaurant because apparently it's really good. Like, they're like, yeah, all of the other Mexican foods here is like, meh, but this place is the shit. You should try it. And I'm like, okay. Everyone's been telling me, maybe I'll give it a shot. What's on the menu, right? And they were like, oh, they have enchiladas, they have tacos, they have chimichangas. And I was like, hold up. Stop, back up. They have chimichangas. And then they were like, yeah. And it's just so funny to me because I was telling them, I was like, it's funny to me because my hometown is El Paso, which is a predominantly Hispanic community. And so it's just kind of funny seeing the cultural differences from my hometown compared to like here, and like in Mexican culture and like how it's expressed, you know? And I was like, for instance, every Mexican restaurant that I've been to here has chimichangas, which is really funny because I'm like, when I think of Mexican food, like I would never have said chimichangas. Like if they like gun to my head, they're like, list all of the Mexican food dishes you know. I'd be like, enchiladas, tacos, chilaquiles. I would not say chimichangas. You know what I mean? Like it would not be in my dictionary, like in my whatever. And some dude had said, well, actually, it's funny that you say that because chimichangas weren't created like in Mexico or like in any like Hispanic countries outside America. It was made by a Mexican in America, like a Mexican American.
Like Americanized
and they're saying
shit.
Americanized. But the thing is, it wasn't even meant on purpose to be Americanized. Apparently, they were making a burrito, right? And they accidentally dropped it into a deep fryer thing. And he was like, and he wanted to curse, the like guy. But there was like his grandkids right there. So he went, "Ay, chimichanga!" instead of cursing.
No fucking way.
That's what he says. That's what he says the story is. And that's how
Who told you this story?
One of my coworkers.
Some white man?
Shout out to it was a white man, yes.
No fucking way. No fucking way that's the story.
When
have you ever heard of Mexican? When have you ever heard of a Mexican trying their hardest to not cuss in front of the kids? That's fucking ridiculous.
But it wasn't just a Mexican, it was a Mexican American. It was an Americanized Mexican.
The further back in time you go, the less Americanized the Mexicans were. Or in certain ways.
I'm jujuling it according.
Is that the whole story?
To this.
Or did you go to this restaurant?
Oh, I ended up going to the restaurant.
How was it?
It was good. I got flautas, but like, I don't know. It was good. They were good, but they were like thick ass flautas. I was like, I feel like this is a taco
they were like fat.
Rolled up.
They were
fat.
They weren't like flutes.
Yeah. And then my friend got enchiladas, and it was so funny because she got them with ground beef because they offered it with ground beef, chicken, or cheese. And she got ground beef, and I'm like, I've never had ground beef enchiladas before. Crazy. But the actual flavor of them was good. Okay. The chimichanga, a beloved Tex-Mex deep-fried burrito, was invented in Arizona in the mid-20th century. While its exact origin is widely debated, two famous Arizona restaurants have the most popular folklore stories regarding its creation. So what I told you was one of the folklore stories. And it's the one I choose to believe in.
You know they say burritos were invented in Juarez?
In Juarez?
Supposedly. That's part of the lore of it is like some people claim they were invented in Juarez. Juarez is the town that neighbors El Paso with the border in between them. So it's like overall the total amount of civilization is pretty big, but right through the middle of it is the U.S.-Mexico border. And Juarez is the other city on the other side. It's definitely, undoubtedly a northern Mexico thing, but some people claim in northern Mexico, Juarez is one of the bigger cities. So some people claim that that's where it all began. Anyways,
that's cool.
So you're welcome, world, for burritos.
And I thought about it more. I was like, it would be a Mexican American because Americans deep fry everything.
Yeah.
You know, and Mexicans love burritos.
Yeah. But I think Mexicans generally are also way, way more like averse to innovation. Not averse to innovation, but you know how there's always the kind of the clash between tradition and innovation, how some people need to preserve everything and some people are like, we need to move forward and advance and whatever. I think generally speaking, culturally, Mexicans as a whole lean closer towards the tradition, the preservation, the whatever the fuck. So where like when people start doing things in new ways, Mexicans are like, you know what I mean? So like a lot of the Mexican food you'll find in the US, Mexicans are like scoffing at. But anyways.
Well, I'm one of them. And I'm scoffing at a chimichanga.
For real though, I don't even like chimichangas. Like, they're not even good. It's weird.
Yeah. To me, like, they're just like, meh.
I'm not sure I've ever had one where I'm like, damn, this the shit.
That shit is good.
You know what I mean? Like, not once.
I think the only ones I've had were the ones that Big O used to buy.
But those are like shitty, like store-bought freezer chimichangas. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like saying that's the best pizza you've had. Like, it's still shitty.
Frozen pizzas are so good, though.
So
they used to have ones at my school that were like this big.
Those are so ass, bro.
They were so good. Anyways.
Sophia's unreasonable.
Story.
And everybody
Oscar doesn't
disagrees
respect boundaries.
with me. No, it's the type of shit. What was I gonna say? I was gonna talk about like I feel if you're unreasonable, you're wrong first. So you need to be right first. Like you need to fix your problem before I fix my problem because you started the problem first. But then people usually disagree with me. But by people, I mean my immediate family. But I've long been convinced, I'm like, I need to get away from you people because you people are crazy. And I need to find regular people that like understand that I'm reasonable. You know what I mean? And it reminded me of like the roller coaster thing where like you guys are like, the fucking roller coasters, they're so fun. And Oscar's a bitch. But if I'm around regular people, they're like, damn, Oscar gets on all these big ass roller coasters. He's so cool. And I'm like, a little bit, you know, sometimes.
And then they meet me and they're like, oh my God.
No, they're like, that bitch is crazy.
She's so much cooler.
Nope, they're like, that bitch is crazy. What is she doing that for?
Oh my God. Speaking of me and roller coasters and crazies and normal people, I have a funny story, which I'm probably already told you, but I'm going to tell you again because we're talking about it and it's reminding me of it. There was a state fair here in Minnesota.
Oh, you went to the state fair?
My friend. Yeah, but the state fair hasn't happened again this year. This was from last year. But last year, me and my friend drove down to the state fair, and it was funny because there was roller coasters and we could see them like when we were walking because it was like ginormous, and she's like, oh, there's roller coasters over there. Like before we leave, we have to get on these roller coasters. And I was like, let's do that. Right? And so we were doing all of the things. There's like some food places, some stores, and then finally we make our way to the roller coasters. And then we're like, okay, let's get on this one. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And it was like that swing one where there's like two people and it like spins and like it's like a swing that spins. And we got on that one and she was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And she was already freaking out, and there was a lot more roller coaster. I was like, in my head, I was like, this is a tame roller coaster. Why are you already freaking
You're
out?
like, we're kind of
there's
wasting
like a
our time being here.
There's a 5-year-old behind us on the same roller coaster and they're not freaking out as much as you. Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? And then I was just like, let's get on that one. And it was beautiful. It was a big ass roller coaster. It had two ends, right? It was like a T shape. And there was, what's the thing that holds the people called? Carriage? Not carriage. I don't know. The ride seats. Here and here. But they would like twist. So like when this was moving, these were also twisting as it spun around. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? And I was like, let's get on that one. She was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. Like, didn't you say you were the one who was like, you need to get on the roller coasters? Because the thing is, she was telling me, she was just like, yeah, you can't pussy out. Like, you have to get on the roller coasters.
So this person doesn't know you at all?
And so we're going. I was like, let's do that one. And she was just like, and I was just like, come on. You were the one that was saying you can't pussy out. Don't be a pussy. It's like, come on, let's get on the roller coaster. And eventually we got on. And it's so funny because like we're there and we're locking in and like she's like cursing me out as we're like getting on the steps because she's like, fuck you, Sophia. Fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Why did you make And it was so funny because we're going and I'm just there. Like she's there like, oh, what the fuck? Fuck! Ah! And I'm there next to her laughing hysterically because it's hilarious and the roller coaster was fun. And we have like a video of it because they were recording like our reactions. Like, have you seen those roller coasters where it's like it's like a spinning ball or something?
A camera?
They record the people?
Yeah.
No, the roller coaster where it's like a spinning ball and the camera records them.
It's a slingshot.
Whatever. It was like that. And she's there all like, ah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, ha, ha, ha. And it's hilarious. It's like one of my favorite videos of us.
You know why I was thinking about roller coasters this morning? Because mom sent me a video. Wow. Mom sent me a video where it was a mom or someone and she was on a roller coaster and she was recording like this way with her phone. Mm-hmm. And she was recording her son and her son was like scared. And he was kind of like doing that like, like trying to be excited, but too scared to actually be excited, sort of, right? And she sent it to me and she was like, this reminds me of you. With like a little laughing face, like it was fucking cute or something. And that was I saw it first thing in the morning, so it ruined my morning.
Ruined your morning?
Because I was like, bro, my family is the only fucking family that makes fun of me for pushing my boundaries of like being scared and then doing it anyways, and then you guys laugh.
That's not how mom.
At how I scared, but that's what it is. But that's what it is. Because that's what's happening in that moment. That's what's happening in that moment. In that moment, I'm scared, and I did it anyways. And I'm trying to not have a fucking meltdown, and you're laughing at me. And then you bring it up for 20 fucking years, and it's like, remember when you were scared and you did it anyways? Ha 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 ha. You know what I mean? And that's where I was thinking, like, man, if I could go to a fucking amusement park with my normal friends that I have now, it'd be so cool. It'd be like, hey Oscar, you want to get on that one? I'll be like, I'll get on anything because I know y'all are bitches, and I know you're definitely not gonna get on before I don't get on because I've already been on some shit, bro. And then we get on, and then it'd be like, man, that wasn't scary. I'd be like, I've been on worse. That wasn't shit. And then I'd be so cool, and then no one would laugh at me. You know what I mean?
Then no one would.
You know how fucking lame it is to be where I am? It's like, you know what it's like? Fuck. This is kind of mean, but I know you're going to understand me if I say this.
Oh, fuck.
You know what it's like?
What?
It's like how you say, growing up with me and Celeste, how we were always like AP, A+ students.
Yeah.
And you were just a normal student. And everyone was like, oh, Sophia's dumb. And then Sophia went to a regular fucking school after high school, and she was like a genius. Like,
I wouldn't say a genius, but that is pretty much accurate.
It's like that, okay? So be empathetic.
No, are your roommates, do you think, are they the type, if like, let's say me, because I'm a girl and I like roller coasters, or even if it was mom who went with you, and it's you guys went to like an amusement park, and mom was
mom,
like,
and the three of them?
Yeah, mom was like, I want to get on this roller coaster. I want to get, and if they were like, oh no, I'm too scared, and mom's like, fuck it, I'm going on that anyways because I like roller coasters because mom likes roller coasters. Are they the type to be like, oh, like, I'm a man, I could get on the roller coaster? Like, I'm not,
they don't give a fuck. Nah, they're pussies.
No?
Nah.
They can't be rage baited into it?
No. You can't, can't. Because Sophia's that type. Sophia's that type. Jeez, I fucking hate Sophia. Sophia's the type where she's like, oh, I want to get on this roller coaster. And then you're like, nah, I'm not. I don't know about that. Like, that's a bit much. And then Sophia will be like, fine. If you want to sit here with your hands tucked between your pussies, go ahead. You know what I mean? And like, just like so fucking condescendingly, like, you little bitch, wait here. I'll be back. That sort of thing. Just because she wins either way. Because, like, if you get on, then you only got on because she called you a bitch to your face. And if you don't get on, then she was right. Either way, she's having a great time on the fucking roller coaster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's such an easy position to be in, right?
It's great.
Nah, they're not the type. They're just like, you're crazy, bro. I don't need to get on that shit. Which sucks because I was never that type. I had too many validation issues to where I was like, I can't be here like a bitch. Everybody's gonna call me a bitch afterwards. You know what I mean? Like, I had to get on, and then I had a terrible time.
I think that's where my habits stem from.
Yeah, you know,
doing it to Oscar.
No, because like we were doing that shit the other day, and like there was one time we went to the beach. You know, you remember? Damn, I'm gonna have to bring up pictures. You remember like 4 years ago when we came to LA and we went to Disneyland, and then there was that one day we went to the beach, and then we went to that one area where they had a bunch of ropes and shit. And I was like, Sophia, go climb that rope. And then you couldn't even climb the rope, even though it was as tall as you were. Here's the video. Do it. Remember that?
I don't remember that.
Fucking liar. Anyways, me and one of my roommates, we were at that beach a little while back. And then we were at that area with the ropes and this and that and whatever. And there was this one rope. It was tall as all fuck. And then I was like, climb that shit. And he was like, fuck no. And I was like you can't or like you're scared. And he was like, both. But he'll proudly just be like, both. He's not like, no, I can't. Like, I would do it, but I'm out of shape right now. Nope. He was just like, both. And I was like, well, fucking move. I'm going to climb it. And then I climbed it, and he was like, you're so brave. Like,
you're welcome. We made you brave.
You know what I mean?
You can bitch all you want.
No, I've never been scared of climbing shit.
But we're the reason why you're cool to your friends and you do all the brave things. Like riding the big
You guys have only shamed me into getting on roller
coasters.
Oh, welcome. Honestly, it wasn't even you guys. That was such an aggressive "you're welcome." It was so funny though. That'd be such a great like gif, like just yeah. You know what I mean? You guys didn't shame me into getting on roller coasters. It's just you guys shamed me about roller coasters after I started getting on roller coasters. You know what I mean? I'll tell a story. Because I was shamed into getting on roller coasters, but not by you. No, I've never had, I don't think I've ever had that much of a problem with climbing shit. Because at that point, like, I'm in control of it. You know what I mean? And I think that has more
I
to
think
do. That has more to do with Big O, because like we would climb the fence to get onto the roof to work on the roof, or like all
I
the
was gonna
shit.
say too, and even in my nana's house, the big tree.
Yeah, like
Remember there was
climbing the
like that.
tree was always
Yeah.
fine. And then like even at mom's house, like if you like for real, if my roommates went back to El Paso just to visit, just so I could show them what real Mexican food is, just so they can meet the family and shit, and they went to our parents' house that they live in right now, and I literally
Mhm.
got on the roof and showed them how I put on the Christmas lights on that house, they would shit their fucking pants. Like they would literally they would shit their pants watching me do it. You know what I mean? And the thing is, like, that type of shit you don't do. And Celeste doesn't do. Like, you guys can get in the very secure fucking roller coaster, but I'll be on the roof hanging out by the edge, hooking the lights onto the roof with nothing fucking holding me. I'm gonna put a picture. No, I'm not gonna put a picture of the house. I wanted to put a picture of the house so you guys can see how high the roof is. It's 2 stories. It's like, it's high. It's fucking up there, right? That type of shit I've been okay with doing for a long time. Let me tell you about how I first got shamed into getting on roller coasters.
Dun dun.
Freshman year of high school. So here's the thing. My mom, why are you laughing? I haven't said anything funny yet. Bitch.
It's because I did the dun dun, which is the SVU Special Victims Unit, and then you were like, I was in high school.
Oh, and it like okay, it does. My bad. Accidentally funny.
Yeah.
My mom would take us on vacation like every year growing up. Or we would have like a family vacation once per year, whether it was like to go to Six Flags or to go to SeaWorld or to this or that or whatever the fuck, right? So we had been to Six Flags like plenty of times, but I had only ever gotten on like the kiddie rides. And then the problem with places like Six Flags, or a lot of the places, is they don't have that, or at the time, I guess, they didn't have that many like in between rides. Like they just had boring little kiddie rides, and then they had like the real big adult rides, and they didn't have a whole lot in between. So I would ride all the kiddie rides and shit, right? And then here's the thing also, I don't remember Celeste not being afraid of roller coasters when we were kids. Like now she's kind of joined you and mom's team of being a fucking thrill seeker, but when we were kids growing up, I don't remember her fucking running to the front of the line either.
She was always like more she was apprehensive about it, then she would get on, realize how fun it was, but then that cycle kept happening. As she's grown up, she's kind of grown out of that cycle, and now she's like, no, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, I don't remember her. I don't remember her being the adrenaline junkie. But anyways,
that was always me.
Yeah. So there was a period in like 7th, 8th grade where I was already tall enough to get on the big rides, but I didn't fucking want to. And there was like one ride that was kind of a bigger ride, but it wasn't like crazy. Like it didn't go upside down, or it didn't have like, it wasn't super fast. It's called the Roadrunner. It's in Six Flags in San Antonio. I hope it doesn't exist anymore. I'm just kidding. And that was like the biggest ride that I had ever gotten on up until high school. And that's the ride that mom tells the story about, where like we're on the fucking ride and going up the like, and I tell her, I'm like, nah, it's okay. I'll just get off. Like, I'm just going to get off. Never mind. I'm not going to do this. As the ride is already going. And she's like, that's not how it works. Like,
you thought.
And that's the one where she tells the story about me, like, I'm scared, but I'm like, no, yeah, it is fun. Whatever the fuck, right?
I didn't realize you were already like 12.
Yeah, I was already in like 7th or 8th grade.
In my head, you were like 7 or 8.
No, I was already in like 7th or 8th grade.
It was like a kiddie ride or something.
Before high school, that was the biggest ride I'd ever got on. And I was like, oh, fuck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then high school came around. And at the end of the year, we had the state solo and ensemble competition. Now, here's the thing. I was good. So I made it to the state competition. I was the only freshman that made it. But we were a small group. And when we would go to the competition, in Austin. And then on the last day, we would go to San Antonio, stop by San Antonio, go to Six Flags for the day, and then come home. But it was a small group. And so they were like, nobody goes anywhere by themselves. Like, you have to stay with someone. Like, you have to stay part of the group.
So if you want to ride a roller coaster, y'all gotta ride the roller coaster.
No, you don't necessarily all have to ride it, but like the other person needs to stay there and wait for everybody to get off and then continue on.
That's even worse. That's like this.
But they're like, you guys all have to stay together. Like we can't have everybody just running around doing whatever the fuck they want. Now the thing is, I was the only freshman in the entire band that made it. More importantly, I was part of the drum line, which was like
The cocky motherfuckers.
no, like just the coolest section of the band. Like the only athletes in the band were in the drum line.
Yeah.
The only section of the band that anybody outside of the band gives a fuck about is the drum line, right? Like they're like kind of
like I said,
some of the cool kids, right?
The cocky motherfuckers.
Most of the drum line made it to the state competition. The drum line was the group of the band that I was most familiar with and closest to because I had been part of the drum line the whole fucking year.
Yeah.
And I was the only fucking freshman, right? And so then we're going, and they were like, yeah, we're going to get there. And as soon as we get into the park, we're going to go on the Iron fucking Rattler. And I think I was the only freshman. And then I think there was only like 1 or 2 sophomores that made it. So then it was all juniors and seniors. It was all like the drum line and the fucking tuba players and like
big kids.
All the fucking cool kids of the band, right? And they were all like taller and buffer than me and everything. You know what I mean? Not all of them, but it's like most of them. And so they were like, we're going to get there and we're going to go on the Iron Rattler first. Immediately. We're doing it. And I was like, okay. Right? I did not want to go on. But I was such a bitch.
And he got shit to prove.
No, yeah, I was too much of a bitch to want to go on, but I was too much of a bitch to just be like, fuck you guys, I'm not going. And then if they made fun of me, I could not manage to genuinely not care. You know what I mean? So I was like, fuck.
High school.
I was like, fuck.
No one misses it.
Fuck. So we got there and we got on the ride. Mm-hmm. And one of the dudes in the drum line that I was like the coolest with at the time, he had kind of like taken me under his wing over the course of the year. Then just like kind of being like, oh, that's so-and-so, this is so-and-so. Like, don't be a dick, whatever. I was seated with him for the ride. And he was like, have you been on this before? And I was like, no. And he was like, are you scared? And I was like, no. And he was like, it'll be fine. And I was like, and we got on the ride. And it was fucking horrible. Just kidding. It wasn't horrible. It was fine. But I was scared, and I was like, I had never been on that big of a ride before, ever. And I was just like, oh my fucking God. But it was fine. And then we proceeded to get on all of the other big rides. And all the other ones were easier, but like that was the first day that I really ever got on anything like fucking significant. And then every year after that, we kept going back to the state competition, and we got on everything. No, wait, I'm sorry, I lied. It wasn't at the state UIL competition. It was at the state marching competition because we made it my freshman year. So it was earlier in the year. No, was it? I don't remember. No, because because what had happened at the state marching competition, it was the whole band and flags. So I was able to hang out with people other than like the core drum line. And I was able to hang out with the other pussies that didn't want to get on all the big rides. You know what I mean? So I don't think I did. I don't think I had gotten on all of them. Anyways, so yeah, no, I didn't lie. So I did ultimately get on the rides through shame, but it wasn't because of you guys. It's because of my friends.
It's so funny that's Oscar's adolescent memories of roller coasters, right? Because my memories of roller coasters when I was a kid, one of my earliest memories actually, is that we were in Six Flags. And there was a ride, I'm pretty sure it's still there, called the Boomerang, where like it would like go, it'd be like loops, and then it would go back, and that was the ride, right? And I really wanted to get on, like super bad, but I was too short. I'm a short person, I was an even shorter kid. And I vividly remember I go there and I'm like standing like really tall to try and like reach, but I was just too short. So they're like, sorry, you could fly off and die. And I was like, but I want to ride. You know what I mean? And they didn't let me. And so I'm there, and I can't remember who stayed with me. I think it was maybe Arthea from El Paso.
No, it was our Nana.
Was it our Nana?
I think so.
That would make sense if it was my Nana. Someone stayed with me. And I remember we're sitting there right by the benches that overlook the roller coaster. And I could see, and I hear our mom yell my name because she was like, oh, like, I see her. And I remember being there, and I was crying because they wouldn't let me on the fucking roller coaster. And I really wanted to go. And I remember thinking, the world is so unjust and unfair. And that's one of my earliest memories.
Just in regards to
roller coasters. Oh. Just in general. And no, in regards to roller coasters.
That's so funny.
But yeah. True story, bruh. It was hilarious.
You know, there's a Six Flags in LA and the Knott's Berry Farm, which are both like a Knott's Berry Farm has some roller coasters that look pretty fucking intense. I edited a vlog.
Are we gonna go the next time I go, or
it's
what?
kind of far. We can, but it's kind of far. The Six Flags, to my understanding, is a lot closer. But I don't know. I don't know if this Six Flags is shit. It might be like a little rinky dinky Six Flags.
Because the Knott's Berry Farm's right there, or what?
No, it's Six Flags is
generally speaking
kind of coming, or they vary. I need to get some money so I can go on vacation with my friends and be like, let's go do all the stuff that I know how to do. What are your favorites that you've been on? What's the biggest one you think you've been on? Or the most like intense one?
Oof, I probably
the Velocicoaster.
The Velocicoaster. I can't remember if that was at Universal or if it was at
Universal.
Disney. It's Universal, right? I'm pretty sure it's that one.
Universal in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
The Velocicoaster. That one's
cool.
fast.
That was so cool.
But I feel like it's not that like crazy, like what it does. The craziest part is when it goes up and then like straight down like that, but you're facing outwards. So like you are facing up and then you go and then you immediately go fucking down like that. Like you're not upside down or anything. But because the thing about that is that it goes through that shit fucking fast. It's not like a slow like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I liked that one. I liked the Hulk one.
The Hulk one is intense.
The Hulk one was cool. I really liked was it Troy or Tron? The bike one that used to be a video game.
That one was sick, actually. Yeah, the Tron one. The Tron one is part of Disney. I remember that one being more fun and more cool than I expected.
I want to go though, because the thing is, I feel like out of my siblings, I probably enjoy roller coasters the most. Not to say that my other siblings don't enjoy it.
That's such a PC ass answer, bro. You know you enjoy them the most. Like,
I'm sorry. I'm like so professional at work.
Sophia's so Minnesota nice.
I'm so nice. No. Anyways, but I haven't been to like a Six Flags in like since I was like in middle school, I think.
You didn't go during band at all? Damn, you guys suck. Anyways.
But yeah. So like I want to go to like an amusement park that's solely dedicated to
roller coasters. Not like because like Disney has a bunch of shit and it has some roller coasters, but it's not like just to my understanding, that's more of like what Knott's Berry Farm is. Like Knott's Berry Farm is like not bullshitting. You know what I mean?
I want to go to a not bullshitting one, but it's been so long since I've actually been to one that's specifically like that. So yeah. The Hagrid one's cool too.
The motorcycle one? That one's pretty intense. That one's cool.
It's cooler if you're on the bike.
Yeah, that one's intense. That one's cool. It's so funny the Hulk one. Like, I don't understand. You know what? I know when I talk to strangers, there's a good fair chance that they don't know when I'm joking and when I'm not. But I feel like that happens way too often with you guys too, where like I don't know if you know I'm joking. And I think, like, if I tell you I'm joking, you'll believe me. But part of you guys are like, he says he's joking, but he's not. Like, he just...
Like, with what?
He just wants to claim that he was joking, but really that motherfucker meant it. You know what I mean?
And I feel like Oscar will tell us he's joking. But there's a lot of time. Just kidding.
The Hulk ride in Universal Studios, what happens if you've never been there? There's like... You know how there's, like, the track is like noodles, right? And then there's like an area where everyone gets on and off, and that's usually like a building, right? The Hulk ride, there's a building, and then there's a big ass tube that sticks out of the building, and then there's the spaghetti track that comes out of the tube. And when you're outside of the building and you're just watching people go on the ride, the people fly out of the fucking tube. And then they like whoosh, go on through the rest of the ride. But they like a cannon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got on the ride for the first time. We go into the building. We're fucking going through the line, whatever. We get there, blah, blah, blah. We get on the ride. And it's one of the ones where like the track is above you and the seats are hanging and you like climb into the seat and fucking pull the thing down. We get on the ride. You pull the shit down. Obviously, you don't get on the ride and then it just fucking launches. Most of them aren't like that, right? It starts, and then eventually it picks up. So you get on the ride, and it starts going, and then it gets into the tube part, And I kind of expected,
And there's
like,
a
as soon
countdown.
as it gets into the tube, it would fucking take off. Like, they had used whatever little air pressure sensor, blah, 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 whatever the fuck, and then it fucking takes off, right? We got into the tube, and we get into the tube, and then we're going, and we get, like, halfway up the tube. And then I was like, well, this is slower than I expected. And right after I said that, it fucking took off. And we all fucking, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And everybody was laughing because it was hilarious. But then we get off, and Mom's like, Oscar's over there, like, well, this is slower than I expected. And then it took off, and like, I was joking. Like, it was slower than I expected, but I'm not stupid enough to actually believe that it wasn't gonna take
It's
off.
gonna stay like that the whole time.
You know what I mean? And I feel like so many of my jokes were revolve around like being dumb or playing dumb that, like, sometimes, you know, I feel like you guys actually think I'm kind of dumb. Like, you're like, he's joking, but like he meant that. No, you guys are like, it was funny, but he meant that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, nah, like, I was joking. It was
just funny.
You know? It's weird. Because there are people like that. There are people that are actually dumb, and then they say funny shit, and they don't even really understand why it's funny because they weren't joking, and they were just like really expressing their feelings. That's not me.
It's so funny because my friend just recently kind of ranted me in a similar
way. You sounded really sad, and it sounded like you were going to say my friend just recently passed or something, and I was not ready for that.
I am not sad. I don't know why I sound sad. Okay. It's funny that you say that. Because just recently...
Ooh, this sounds exciting. Go ahead.
Told me a story of a similar fashion that you just did, right? And she was saying, she's like, it's hard being a funny bitch sometimes. Sometimes I'm just being for real, but I'm so fucking funny
People
that they just
laughing.
think I'm joking. And I'm like, bitch, no, I'm being serious.
That's funny.
So, like, what you're saying right now kind of remind me of that.
So do you, like... Do you, as a roller coaster fan, do you know of different roller coasters / different amusement parks where you're like, I need to go over here. I need to ride that one. I need to try this shit.
No.
Oh, well, that's nice. Anyways, one time we were in Ohio.
I know I want to.
One time we were in Ohio, and where the fuck were we? Because it was just me and Mom. We were in Ohio because Sophia had a competition because she was on the flag team. And there was like there was a day where I don't remember what the fuck it was. Like, it was some weird shit where like it was like a 3-day competition, and you guys competed on the first day, and then the second day your first performance wasn't gonna be until like 8 p.m. or some bullshit, or like you guys competed at like 7 a.m. and then you weren't gonna do anything again until like 8 p.m. And so then Mom was like, "Hey Oscar, fuck this punk ass performance." No, we saw the performance, and she was like, fuck sitting around the hotel all day with these losers. Let's go to Six Flags using me, right? And I was like a junior,
like that.
I was like a junior in high school or something, and I was like, fuck it, let's go to Six Flags, because there was a Six Flags in Ohio. There were some big ass rides at that Six Flags, and we got on them, and they were kind of scary because I was still in high school, and I still wasn't. I was over the hill, but I wasn't really like, there.
You weren't at the base of the hill yet.
Yeah. And I remember getting on some of those rides, and I was like, fuck, this is scary. Like, whatever, right? And then at the end of the day, there was a Mr. Freeze ride. And it was supposed to be like the biggest, baddest ride where it was like, whoosh, she does all this crazy shit, and then it does it all backwards. And I didn't want to get on that ride.
And that sounds like it's fun.
And we got in the line, and what I hate about roller coasters, they're so anxiety inducing because you just wait in line for an hour. And the whole time you're acting like you're not going to something terrifying. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, you got to pretend everything's just like sunshine and rainbows, and you're not going to get, and like the closer you get, the more scared you get because here it comes. But the longer you wait, the more time you have to be scared, right? We got so fucking close to the front of their line. And we got, at one point we were like decently close. And then they came out and they were like, yo, the ride's fucked up. We're closing it. You can hang out.
Mom
you can fuck off.
Wasn't she?
I don't know when it's going to be up and running again, but it's closed right now. And we were like, fuck. And Mom was like, do you want to leave? She was like, I know you want to leave. No, because then Mom also she insists that I'm more scared than I am. And she insists that I'm just pretending to not be scared. You know what I mean? And she's like, I know you want to leave. We can leave. And I'm like, no, we don't have to leave. Like, whatever.
It's fine.
And then she was like, we don't have that much time. Like, we can afford to wait for like 30 minutes or something. But after that, we have to head back already. And I was like, okay. And then they got the shit running again. And I was like, fuck. And then
we should have left.
We started moving along the line, right? And we got even closer. And we're pretty damn close.
It shut down again, didn't it?
And it shut down again. And they came out and they're like, yo, it's fucked up again. We're going to work on it, but we don't know what the fuck is what. So, you know, keep chilling. And then we were like, and then it was like getting really close to where we didn't have that much time. And then mom was like, we can go if you want. And I was like, nah, I'm cool to get on the ride. But the thing that's concerning me is like, what the fuck is wrong with this ride that it keeps fucking up?
Fucking up. Yeah, that's true.
And I was like, that seems, you know, I don't want to be on the ride when they find out it's fucked up again. You know what I mean? And mom was like, good logic. And then we left. And then I was like, fuck this ride. And by the time we got out of the line in the little building and officially, it was up and running again.
Oh,
and mom was like, fuck, we should have stayed. And I was like, yeah, oh. And then we left.
Shucks.
And it was hilarious. But anyways, if we ever go back there, she's going to be like, we have to do it. You know?
We have to do it.
Damn, I was about to say, I can't wait for mom to be like an old fucking lady that can't get on the rides anymore because then she'll stop making us get on them. But then I was like, nah, she's probably going to fucking hate that. Like, when she's that old, like if we go to amusement parks or if we have kids or something and she has grandbabies and we're like, go take a family vacation, she's going to be so upset with life where she's like, I want to get on this ride, but I'm too fucking old. You know what I mean? Like, so never mind. I don't wish that upon her.
Yeah. I never wish that upon you, mom, because I love you.
For my sake, I hope it's not, you know, that far off in the distance, but like for your sake. Anyways,
so the next time that you're in Minnesota, I'm gonna take you down to the Mall of America, and we're gonna go to my new favorite store there, called Pop Mart.
Ooh.
Do you know what that is?
It's gonna be a bunch of loser weeb stuff that I don't give a fuck about.
There's the store where there's they have creators make like just collections of like little knickknacks of little like monitos. In this case, it's the Demon Slayer one. Ooh. And there's like all of these characters, right? And this box is a mystery box. All of the boxes in the store are mystery boxes. Yeah. You don't know which one it is until you open it up and find it. Yeah. And I went to the store in Mall of America and I got 3. I got this one, which ended up being this with this. Adorable. And then I got these 2 from the same, it's like the same little character. It's so cute. And then this one. Anyways, I'm going to take you there.
Why the fuck are you going to take me? I thought, given the fucking context of this episode, I thought you were going to be like, we're going to go to the Mall of America and get on the roller coasters that you didn't get on with me last time. Because last time we were at the Mall of America and Sophia tried to spring it on me, like, let's go on all the roller coasters. And I was like, I don't want to do that. And then we did it. And then she was upset. And then my mom was upset. And then they acted like I was the asshole. Anyways, I thought you were going to say, next time you're in Minnesota, we're going to go to the Mall of America and we're going to get on the roller coasters. And then I was going to be like, you should bring your friend that's afraid of the roller coasters so I could be a normal person that day. You know?
I also got these glasses at the Mall of America. They're super cute. Anyways, that's it. We started the episode and I was like, I'm going to tell him about this because it's cute. And then we talked about roller coasters the whole episode and it didn't come up. So I was like, I'm going to tell him anyways. Anyways, that's it for today's episode, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment if you like roller coasters, if you're the adrenaline junkie in your family, or if you're the Oscar.
Or also, what are some like cool roller coasters that you've been to, and where are they?
Or what are your favorite roller coasters that
where
you've ever
are they?
been?
So I don't go there.
And where are they? So we can go there. We'll make a video.
I'm gonna bring my friends. They're gonna support me.
Because they're lovers. Anyways. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.